How's the royal family? I pray that everyone is doing well. Well, my royal family, the other day, a bridge collapsed in Italy. And some videos, my royal family, let's say not videos, let's put it this way. Some events that happen, I'm not quick to report. I let the story play itself out. And I had to really, just do some thinking about it. And I even had my husband, we just had a deep discussion. And I'm going to break down what actually that I think happened. Some things that I know happened and some things that I think that happened. And anybody that have any construction knowledge, please put your input in. But we are still in the retrograde phase. We are in the nucleus of retrograde. And I've been noticing almost every retrograde, we've been having bridges collapse. And it doesn't necessarily mean a bridge that have cars on it. It can just be one that simply people walk on. And I forget what state it was in. I think it was in Florida. The last retrograde, they had a bridge connected to, I think it was a college. And this was one so the students could go walk back and forth. And that one collapsed. And there were some other ones. I'm not going to show them all. But I said that I was dedicated in showing the royal family events around retrograde. What I don't understand, my royal family, is retrograde affects communication. And I'm not putting it together yet why these bridges are collapsing during retrograde. That I can't figure out yet. But I'll do my own thinking, or y'all will render your voice, because we need the whole royal family. Because I always remind y'all, we are the chosen ones, and the chosen ones are empathic. We all empathic in different levels. Nobody is greater or lower. None of that. It's different levels of being empathic. We all greater. We all greater. I want to always emphasize our beautiful divine gifts. So I have a few videos I'm going to play, and then I'm going to explain to y'all the discussion me and my husband had and why this bridge collapsed. So let's get into it.
Yeah, there was a tremendous thunderstorm in the minutes before the bridge collapsed. I'm going to step out of the way now, and you may be able to see the bridge absolutely sheared off. This is the main highway that runs along the coastline here from Italy into France, from Genoa all the way to Nice. It is jam-packed with traffic today. This is holiday time, peak holiday time in France and Italy. We were traveling along the highway a few minutes before crossing the bridge. The traffic started backing up. As we came into town, the police had the bridge sealed off, but ever since we've been here for the past hour and a half, the city streets have been crisscrossed by police cars, fire trucks, emergency services, rescue services. I see a fire truck now that's on a small bridge close to the collapsed bridge. You see that sheared off bridge, the superstructure there, the suspension structure, the bridge sheared off, and below that, crumpled concrete lying below. It is absolutely chaotic and pandemonious here in Genoa at the moment as the police try to weave their way through all the traffic that's been forced off the highway. It's unclear yet how many people were caught up in this incident, but this is a highway that has 2 lanes in both directions, a major highway on a peak travel day of the year, just before lunchtime. Thunderstorms in the air. The other thing that I noticed about this bridge, as we were approaching it, there's a road repair sign before the bridge, and it appeared as if the bridge was undergoing some structural repairs at the time. Unclear precisely what, not in any way clear if those contributed to this disaster today. But this is a town and emergency services scrambling to deal with something they never expected to see. The suspension bridge has spanned the valley here for decades, feeding people along from holiday destinations to visit elderly relatives. Today is a tragedy and disaster in Genoa.
All right, my royal family. So let's continue on. Now, this video here is just slightly over a minute, and it just happened to be an eyewitness that, you know, seen it. It's kind of hard to see it all, but I still want y'all to see it because I have a lot to explain after this whole deal. Because they did have some severe weather there. And yes, the weather did play a part, but not what you think. All right, my royal family. So, I have an article here that I will pin. It is a very long article, but I was studying this picture here, and they were saying in this article that this bridge was in need of lots of repairs. And now you see that it said the bridge was built in 1968. So I was like, okay, that's not very old. Anybody that's new to the true royal family, I'm a certified welder, and I was in the industry for 17 years. And I also had an opportunity to work other phases of construction, so I just don't know welding. But and also my husband was an iron worker for 40 years, and his specialty was erecting cranes, erecting them and taking them down. But like anybody in the trades, he did other things too as well within his specialty. But with me, I did a lot of other things than just weld. I didn't work iron like he did. So I had to ask him to help me with this one, because a lot of people don't know that every structure has a weak point. And if you build a bridge too rigid, if you have a major earthquake, the whole bridge will collapse. And the earth moves unbeknownst to us. Sometimes we don't feel it. So even with movement, and you have a structure, when we have movement in the earth, what will happen is at that weak point, so you take it like this. You got a weak point from your left and to your right, and then naturally the weak point would be somewhere in the middle. When a structure moves, the left and the right side, which is built very, very sturdy, when it rattles in that weak point, all that energy or that force will go to the weak point, and the weak point will kind of brace each side. And if it can't take anymore, that weak point will fall. You would rather for a section to fall opposed for the whole bridge to fall. So I doubted myself on something. So I asked my husband, because I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, I see what's going down, but there was a section of this that was not supposed to fall. And I'm trying to figure out, well, why did it fall? So the first thing I thought was there anything wrong with the foundation? But I doubted myself. So I had my husband to look at it, and he said, something is going on with the foundation. And I said, you know what? I doubted myself. And once he said that, I ran with it. Okay, so this is what went down, my royal family. They saying that some severe weather caused this bridge to shear off. No, it did not. What happened was it sheared off below, because think about from the 60s on up to the point where the bridge, when the bridge was still up, they didn't have all types of weather. So why it didn't shear off then? So you got to think of that. What it is the groundwater. And what they were supposed to do properly was make sure when they set the foundation was pump out the groundwater and they put cofferdams down in there, and it don't supposed to be no groundwater down there no more. But what you're supposed to do is do inspections to make sure to keep the groundwater pumped out, and somebody ain't been doing their job. Now, they were saying that they were doing many repairs, but they was doing cosmetic shit. Okay, once I ran with it, I blew this picture up, and I'm going to show you the other problem. I'm going to blow it up a little bit more so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, let's blow this baby up a little bit more. Hopefully I can. Okay, that is about as best as I can get it blown up. I want y'all to look in the very, very back here on a nice sunny day. There's a wall back there. That's a dam. That's water right there. That's a dam. And what a lot of people don't know, even though you got a dam there, groundwater is going under the foundation. These people are living on top of water, and Italy is known for having water all around it. Just do your own thinking, or just look at maps itself. So with that groundwater, where that dam is, and groundwater going there for years and years and years and years before they even put up the bridge, it was an issue. Then on top of that, let me take it back down. Then on top of that, I'll let y'all look at another one before I close it out. Then on top of that, you just have, well, rain. It rains. Then sometimes it rains really, really hard. And I guess from having that natural dam water keep going under the foundation, and these people literally are living on water, then having the weather the way it is, and nobody taking their ass down there to check the foundation, it just gave in. So yes, the weather did play the weather did play a part. But if you look back at the beginning of the video, you can see water, puddles of water too. It's the foundation that gave away, because this middle part right here where it says trestle right here, this was not supposedly supposed to collapse. So that is not supposed to be a weak point right there. Not right there, my royal family, not right there. That's where it's supposed to brace itself. This right here further over here is the weak point, where there is nothing up under here at all. So let me go back here and let me show y'all this again. Now, y'all see where it broke off at? I ain't never seen a trestle fall. I haven't. I know some have if shit ain't done right, but it starts from below. It always starts from below. So far, they said 39 people have passed, and I know it may be more too. So That's why on some videos I say I'm going to let the story play itself out, because I don't know at that time. You know, I have to do my own thinking and figure out what the hell going on. And I really look at pictures really, really close. So look at the terrain, look further. Don't just look at the accident itself. And you clearly see right here, that's a dam wall, which is man-made, and there's water right there. And this is natural. That water all back there is natural. And people are living on top of water. And they never even think of it at all. And to keep the masses calm, they're not going to tell you that, because these engineers, they know. Now they're going to go down there and check it out. Now, I wouldn't even be surprised. Nah, they ain't going to do that, because they don't want, they might do it. I don't know. These people that live really, really close to it, they don't need to be living here. Where you see these apartments at and stuff, this shit is dangerous. They do not need to be living here. You see this big wide open space? These people live all along here. They living on top of water. And they don't even realize it when you living on top of water, you know, the tide goes in and the tide goes out. And they going up and down, up and down, up and down. So, yeah, the weather did play a part. It rained so damn much, the groundwater couldn't take it no more. It just couldn't take the shit no more. I had to think about that. I really did. So anyway, my royal family, I just wanted to report that. And then the question that I need help with, because I know some people that know a great deal about retrograde. Why is it that bridges are coming down during retrograde? I don't know yet, because all I know about retrograde is it affects communication. So like I said, I'm still here to learn too. Even though I have a channel, I'm learning like everybody else. You know, I'm just like y'all. I'm learning and researching too. So y'all do what y'all always do. Render your voice with your beautiful divine words. And as always, my royal family, I thank you for your love. I thank you for your support. And with that said, Ashe.